Well, quality time is so important because that's how you build memories and build relationships with your children. And those are the times that your children are going to remember the most, right? It's one thing to spend time with your child, to be there but not really be present with them, right? You can have work on your mind or, some other problems that you're going through on your mind while you're spending time with the child. And so it's like your body's there, but your mind and your heart is not really there. I think a parent should spend as much time as they have available with their child. I mean, the days go by and the years go by so fast, and so I think that we have to kind of separate the difference between just any kind of time and quality time. I think it's definitely more important for the parents to make sure that the time that they do get to spend with their children, that it's good quality time.
You build a bond that can't be broken. When you spend, you have to think about how do you build a relationship. You build a relationship by spending time with that individual, by talking to that individual. So when you have that quality time, there's a bond being built that nobody can break or tear apart. You have a connection with your child when you spend that quality time with them. Now you're able to talk to them, and they're able to talk to you. They're able to open up because you've been spending all this time with them over a time period, a long time period. You've been spending a lot of time with them, so they're able to now have this important bonded relationship, if you will. Some of the things that I would say children don't understand why parents do things a certain way is, say for instance, you wanted to go to a party. I'm going to use you as an example. You wanted to go to a party. Parents have some people call it a sixth sense. I call it discernment. Parent has that innate ability to feel when something isn't right. Okay, and so when they feel that, they immediately say, well, you know what? I don't think you should go there. And the child is only looking at where my friends are going. Mama, it's a safe place, but how do you know that? How do you know it's a safe place? How do you know that this is not going to happen? How do you know? Parents think ahead. They know because they've already been through a lot of the things that children are going to go through. So for a parent to say, well, no, you shouldn't go here, you shouldn't do this, a child doesn't understand that because they can't see what the parents see. They haven't been where the parent has been. So they don't understand why. All they think about is, well, my friends are doing it, or nothing has happened thus far, nothing is going to happen to me. Parents think differently. Parents' mindset is totally different from a child, and their number one goal is to protect their child, is to keep that child safe, is to make sure that that child stay out of harm's way. That is the parent's number one goal because of the love that they have for their child.
It's because naturally the parent has more life experience than the child has. And so a lot of times the things that the children are going through, the parent has already dealt with. And so what the parent is trying to do is to prevent the child from going through, especially when it comes to a lot of mistakes that the parents made. And when you see your children following the same patterns, you already been there. You know how that's going to end for them. And so what you're trying to do is to help your children avoid those same pitfalls. And that's one thing I think that children don't understand about their parents. Well, a child being disrespectful to the parents affect the relationship in so many different ways, because one of the main things is that you're the parent, so it shows a lack of respect for authority. That if your child doesn't respect parental authority, then when they get out into the world, or even when they're at school with their teachers, I mean, if they don't respect the parents, then 9 times out of 10 they're not going to show respect for their teachers. And then if they're not going to show respect for their teachers when they get out into the world, it's just going to have a ripple effect. And those are the types of kids that eventually end up in a lot of trouble, because at some point you're going to have to respect authority. And so I think learning that respect starts at home.